Every Tuesday, you can get yourself a copy of our newspaper, Edisky Times, for absolutely free. Every shop right in the Gauteng province, you just go there, get yourself the paper. And on Fridays, the paper will be available across the nation on our website, iDiskiTimes.co.za. Edisky TV powered by World Sports Betting. Welcome to the weekend. Thank you very much for joining us. Tso Vilakazi, our analyst. My name is Ngululeko Nkeu. Tso Vilakazi has relatively similar experience to the new Pirates coach, Jose Riveiro. But of course, Tso Vilakazi is not a Spaniard. Jose, not Mourinho, Riveiro. So your reaction just to the coach, a lot of people were trolling all on the Pirates, but ibambe plumber and electrician and angeke simazi-ke ukuthi uwiki nomuntu until we know for sure. Your reaction to that appointment?
Mr. Nkeu kunjani mfethu?
Yes sir.
Ngibulise wena, ngibulise Justice, ngibulise Break, ngibulise Juna. Nginibulise nani emakhaya. Cela support njalo iDiski TV. Ngizobuya nje njalo angijiki futhi. Mr. Nkeu, you know kunalento le ngesilungu bayibiza Google. Or mhlambe ngibeke ngesilungu in terms of people that are more educated bayibiza nge-research. It's very important to do your research or your Google. The coach that you appoint, you want to win the league. You want to play a Champions League. Does this coach have that experience of winning the league, of winning the Champions League, before you can employ that coach? Because I'm worried, Mr. Nkeu, if you say you want to win the league, you want to win the Champions League, but to go and appoint that's what they want. I know. It's like it's no. They want to win the league. They want to go and play Champions League. I know Pirates. I played there. Oh, yeah. I know Pirates like. But I know Pirates. So I'm worried when they appoint him, when he's a coach who never won the league, who never won a Champions League. What experience are you coming with to us? Because remember, Gulego, I'm a player. If you come and say, so coach or not so I want to you to win the league, then I will look back and say, does he understand the feeling? Does he know what it takes to win the league? Those are the questions. So if, for example, I've won the league before, and somebody comes in and say, Mfuna to win the league, I'll look at you. How long to win the league? And I challenge a league. So what experience does he have to take me to that level? I must win the league and I must go and play the Champions League. That's my worry.
All right. Mandla Ncikazi being demoted, or he was never really the head coach, he was a co-coach with Fatlu Davids, but nonetheless, at the same time, he will feel that he no longer gives instructions now. So how do you think he's feeling at the moment?
Mandla Ncikazi uzifakile in that position. Gulego, there's comments that you make in public, or even not in public, but in certain areas, that puts you in a position to say you are a leader, you are a coach, you don't listen to anybody else. But if you can go back and listen to Kuma interviews work, you could tell, man, Uguti, coach begamamela, like bebamchela, go and say this. Go and say this. I'll make a good example. We we've played the game, at the highest level, we know. I'll make a good example. And I want everyone to listen to me and look at it in a broader way. He said, Africa Cup of Nations is not bigger than PSL. And then you look at Africa Cup of Nations. Nah? The players that they were playing there. You talk about players that play for Bayern Munich, PSG, Liverpool. You can name them. Right now, one of the players who won the Africa Cup of Nations, Bayern Munich. And I ask myself, Mina, personally, okay, but coaching has said Africa Cup of Nations is not bigger than PSL. But we've got players that are playing good Premier League, England Premier League, PSG, the team that's got money. Those players, they can maybe when I'm talking about PSG, I'm talking about the team Lalabo Messi, Lalabo Neymar, Draxler, Di Maria. You can name them. So usuke laphayana wazodlala kwi-Africa Cup of Nations. You go to Liverpool. A top goal scorer kwi-Premier League England. Bekalapha AFCON. So if you say wena Africa Cup of Nations not bigger than the PSL, then now I look at you, then I question you, because I respect him a lot because he has done a lot for the game. But you know, after what he said, and then I was like, hey, coach, are you aware in terms of what you're saying to us as a nation? Yeah. Because you need to be very careful in what you're saying to us, right? Because you've got us that are learning from you. Then when you say things like this, and we look at players that are coming from bigger leagues coming to play in the AFCON, and then you say AFCON is not bigger than PSL, and then you find ourselves in our PSL league with our Bafana, it's so difficult to qualify for World Cup. Hey.
All right. Let me ask you the last one then. Mandla, of course, is also the same person who talked about Pick and Pay, yes, Woolworths and ShopRite. He's got a very illustrious archive of material that you can draw from his young career as a head coach. He hasn't coached more than 3 years in professional football and he's already got quotables. The strange thing about the kuluma and nkulumo, you can kuluma and have nkulumo, but if you are winning, no one really cares actually, because but because we are winner, we don't really worry too much about what he says. Yeah, but even when he contradicts himself, we're not worried because he wins. Let me ask you the last question then about this topic before we close the video. Unaluthemba ngo Jose, because we can't really criticize him, we don't know him much. Unaluthemba, and do you think it was a missed opportunity? Uguti Batolu Pizzo or Dentens or Steve Compella or whoever who's a big name local coach. Do you have hope that this coach is going to work out for Pirates?
To be honest, I hope. You know, you need to get somebody that has been there, done it before. Then you know, Uguti, Lomuntolo, he did it before. Even if maybe it's 5 years back or 10 years back. Yeah. But you know that this guy did it before. So, okay, Lona Manje. It was Bisela back to Zimbabwe. Lo esa yenza research na samthola ukuthi wa relegatewa walwela nangale wahluleka waseyaphuma egamini wazobuya sakazo coach Pirates. So, Nkuleko, we are football people. And we love the game. We love Pirates. Me personally, I love Pirates. I have grown up Lapayana. I've learned a lot in the game of playing for Pirates. So I understand Pirates, and I understand what type of a coach Pirates they funayo. Kulego, ku Pirates, I'm telling you now, you can't have a coach who didn't achieve anything. That coach cannot give you anything at Pirates. That's it. Because no, uga wina ku league. Uga wafika ku Europa Champions League or ku Europa League somewhere. No. Then he comes and say, no, I'll make Paris play like Man City. Why you didn't do it there? Because if you can do it, I doubt you could Finland they will let you go. Or maybe the Ukraine or Spain or HMN or Italy. There's no Gulago. I want our people to understand. Is Uguti. I'm not gonna buy it. As long as they allow you Europe, to come to Africa. It means you are not good enough in Europe. That's it.
There you go. That's Jose Riveiro. We don't know anything about him other than the small things that we know. Of course, we do research minimal, but there's only so much you can do. Finland, they speak a different language. I only saw 2 interviews in English, Zaga Jose, just to understand what kind of a human being he is. He sounds like a level-headed person, but Orlando Pirates is very complicated. Very, very complicated. I think in the last 2 years, ongayiboni into eyenzayo ku-Pirates ngongenamehlo. If you don't want to see what was happening at Orlando Pirates, who's coaching the coaches, it's because you don't have the eyes to see. Because we've seen a lot of evidence about what's happening at that club. So Pirates is very complicated. We shall see if he's going to continue to do well or he's going to be successful there. Edisky TV, Edisky Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching.